practice English speaking.
Have you ever studied English for a long time, learned many words, maybe even memorized grammar rules, but when you start speaking, something still feels missing?
Oh yes, that happens to many English learners. You understand the lesson, you understand the teacher, but when you try to talk with someone, your English suddenly feels a little unnatural.
Exactly. And today we are going to talk about something very interesting. There are small English phrases that native speakers use every day, but most learners never learn them.
In fact, some people study English for 5 or even 10 years and still don't know these simple phrases.
And the funny thing is that these phrases are not difficult at all. They're actually very simple.
Yes, but they make a huge difference. When you start using them, your English suddenly sounds more natural and more confident.
That's why today's topic is very special. We're talking about phrases that many English learners don't know, but native speakers use every single day.
And if you listen carefully and practice these phrases, your conversations will start feeling much easier.
Before we start, we have a small request for our listeners.
Yes, if you enjoy learning English with us, please give this video a like.
And don't forget to subscribe so you can join us for more conversations every week.
All right, Anna, are you ready for our first phrase?
I'm ready. Let's start.
The first phrase is something I personally use almost every day. The phrase is, "That makes sense."
Oh, that's a great one. It's very simple, but extremely useful.
Exactly. Imagine someone explains something to you. Maybe they tell you why they were late or why they made a certain decision.
If you understand their explanation, you can simply say, "That makes sense."
For example, imagine your friend says, "I was late because there was a lot of traffic this morning."
You could reply, "That makes sense."
This short phrase shows that you understand the situation.
And it also makes the conversation feel relaxed and natural.
That's right. Many learners might say something like, "I understand your explanation," which is correct, but it sounds a little formal.
But "that makes sense" sounds like real everyday English.
All right, Anna, let's move to our next phrase.
Okay, what do we have next?
The next phrase is very useful when someone asks you a question and you need a moment to think.
Oh, I think I know this one.
The phrase is, "Let me think."
Yes, that phrase is perfect. Sometimes someone asks a question and our brain needs a few seconds to prepare an answer.
Instead of staying silent, you can say, let me think."
For example, imagine someone asks you, "What is your favorite movie?"
You could say, "Let me think." This gives you time to organize your answer.
And it makes the conversation feel smooth instead of awkward.
Anna, I have a question for you.
Okay, Jake, go ahead.
What do you usually do when you forget an English word while speaking?
Oh, that happens sometimes. And when it does, I use a very helpful phrase.
Really? Which one?
I say, "How do I say this?"
Ah, yes, that is a fantastic phrase.
Imagine you are explaining something, but suddenly you cannot remember a word.
Instead of stopping the conversation, you can say, "How do I say this?" and then describe the idea.
For example, you might say, "Yesterday I went to a place, how do I say this? It's a big store where people buy plants."
And the other person might say, "Oh, you mean a garden center."
Exactly. That phrase helps keep the conversation moving.
Speaking of conversations, there's another phrase that helps you sound thoughtful when someone shares a good idea.
Ooh, I like phrases like that.
The phrase is, "That's a good point."
Yes, that's a great one for discussions.
Imagine someone says, "Practicing English every day for 10 minutes is better than studying once a week."
You could reply, "That's a good point."
It shows that you respect their idea.
And it also makes the conversation feel more positive.
Anna, I think we should talk about a phrase that helps when conversations become confusing.
Good idea. What phrase are you thinking about?
The phrase is, "What do you mean?"
Yes, that one is very important.
Sometimes someone says something and we don't fully understand it.
Instead of pretending to understand, we can ask, "What do you mean?"
This gives the other person a chance to explain more clearly.
And asking questions is actually a very important part of communication.
That's true. When I was learning another language, I used to feel nervous asking questions.
Really? Why?
because I thought people might think my language skills were not good.
But actually, asking questions shows that you want to understand.
Exactly.
And most people are happy to explain things again.
Anna, I just remembered another great phrase that helps connect ideas in conversation.
Oh, I like connecting phrases. Which one is it?
The phrase is, "That reminds me."
Yes, that phrase is perfect for storytelling.
Imagine someone tells you about a trip they took to the mountains.
You could say, that reminds me of a trip I took last year.
Then you can share your story.
This phrase helps conversations flow naturally.
And it makes English sound much more relaxed.
You know, Jake, many English learners think they need thousands of vocabulary words to speak well.
That's true.
But sometimes learning just a few natural phrases can change everything.
Exactly. These phrases help you respond quickly and join conversations easily.
And the more you use them, the more natural they become.
Anna, I have to say something to our listeners today.
Go ahead.
If you're listening to this conversation right now, you're already improving your English.
That's absolutely true.
Listening is one of the best ways to learn natural English.
And you don't have to learn everything today. Just choose 1 or 2 phrases and try using them this week.
Maybe with a friend,
Maybe in an English class.
or even when you're practicing by yourself.
Speaking to yourself can actually be great practice.
Yes, it really helps build confidence.
Anna, I feel very proud of our listeners today
Why's that?
because they are not giving up. They are continuing to practice English.
And every time they listen, they're getting closer to speaking more naturally.
But our conversation is not finished yet.
That's right, we still have more useful phrases to talk about.
So stay with us as we continue learning together. All right, Jake, we're back. And before we continue, I want to ask you something.
Sure, what is it?
Have you ever had a moment when someone said something in English and you understood the words, but you still felt a little confused about the idea?
Oh yes, many times. Sometimes the words are clear, but the meaning is still a little unclear.
Exactly. And that is why our next phrase is very helpful in conversations.
All right, tell us.
The phrase is, I see what you mean.
Ah, that's a great phrase.
Imagine someone explains an idea to you. At first, you might not understand completely.
But after they explained a little more, suddenly you understand.
At that moment, you can say, oh, I see what you mean.
It's a very natural way to show that you understand their idea now.
For example, imagine someone says, learning English every day for a short time is better than studying a lot once a week.
At first, you might not agree.
But after thinking about it, you might say, oh, I see what you mean.
Exactly. It shows understanding in a very friendly way.
Jake, that reminds me of something funny that happened to me last week.
Oh, really? I love stories. What happened?
I was talking with a friend who was also learning English.
Okay.
She was trying to explain a word, but she forgot the English word.
That happens a lot.
So she said, Anna, how do I say this? It's like when you feel very happy about something small.
Interesting.
Then she said, like when you find money in your pocket.
Oh, I know that feeling.
And I said, do you mean excitement?
And was that the word?
Yes. She said, yes, that's exactly the word.
That's a great example of how conversations work in real life.
Exactly. Sometimes we don't know the perfect word, but we can still communicate.
And that's actually the goal of language.
Right. Communication is more important than perfection.
Anna, I think that idea connects perfectly with our next phrase.
Really? Which phrase?
The phrase is, you know what I mean?
Ah, yes. That phrase is very common.
People often say it when they are explaining something and they want to check if the other person understands.
For example, you might say, sometimes learning English feels difficult, but when you finally understand something, it feels amazing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It invites the other person to connect with your idea.
And it makes the conversation feel more interactive.
Jake, I have another question for you.
Okay, I'm ready.
What do you usually say when someone gives you a suggestion and you think it's a good idea?
Good question.
Let me guess.
Go ahead.
Maybe you say, that sounds like a good idea.
Yes, that's exactly the phrase.
It's another very natural expression.
Imagine your friend says, "Let's practice English together every weekend."
You could reply, "That sounds like a good idea."
It shows that you like the suggestion.
And it helps the conversation move forward.
Jake, you know something interesting?
What is it?
Many English learners worry too much about grammar when speaking.
That's very true.
But native speakers often focus more on the flow of the conversation.
Yes, conversations are like a game of tennis.
A game of tennis.
Yes, one person speaks, then the other person responds.
Ah, like passing the ball back and forth.
Exactly.
And these small phrases help you keep the ball moving.
That's a great way to describe it.
Jake, do you remember the first time you had a long conversation in another language?
Oh, yes, I remember it very clearly.
How did it feel?
At first, I felt nervous.
That's normal.
But after a few minutes, I realized something important.
What was that?
The other person didn't expect perfect grammar.
Really?
Yes, they just wanted to communicate.
That's such an important lesson for language learners.
It really is.
Anna, I think we should share one more phrase before we finish today's episode.
Good idea. What phrase do you have in mind?
The phrase is, "Give me a second."
Ah, yes, that one is very useful.
Sometimes someone asks you a question and you need a little time.
Instead of feeling nervous, you can say, "Give me a second."
It's similar to saying, "Let me think."
Exactly.
For example, someone might ask, "What are your plans this weekend?"
You could say, "Give me a second. I think I might go hiking."
It makes the conversation feel natural and relaxed.
Jake, I think we've shared many useful phrases today.
Yes, we have.
Let's do a quick recap for our listeners.
Great idea.
Today, we talked about phrases like, "That makes sense," "Let me think," and "How do I say this?"
We also talked about, "That's a good point," "What do you mean?" and "That reminds me."
Then we added phrases like, "I see what you mean," "You know what I mean?" and "That sounds like a good idea."
And finally, we talked about, "Give me a second."
All of these phrases help conversations sound natural.
And they help you speak English with more confidence.
If you remember even 2 or 3 of these phrases, your conversations will become easier.
And remember, the goal is communication, not perfection.
Exactly.
Anna, I think we've reached the finish line for today's episode.
Yes, I think we are done for today.
Thank you so much for spending this time learning English with us.
If you enjoyed today's conversation, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel.
And tell us in the comments which phrase you want to try using this week.
We love reading your messages.
Keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.